My singular focus these days is going to be on the Bihar elections because I think this election is very, very important. Ladies and gentlemen, with just 12 days left for the first phase of the Bihar elections, the battle lines have been drawn very sharply and very clearly. In Bihar's Samastipur today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made it abundantly clear that the NDA is eyeing not just a victory in Bihar, but a historic mandate under the leadership of Nitish Kumar. He did not, however, specify that Nitish Kumar will remain Chief Minister after the election. So he left that little gap. Let's hear exactly what the Prime Minister said in Samastipur.
आज आपका ये उत्साह देखकर मैं कह सकता हूं, इस बार बिहार में भी नीतीश बाबू के नेतृत्व में एनडीए जीत के अपने पुराने सारे रिकॉर्ड तोड़ने वाला है। बिहार एनडीए को अब तक का सबसे बड़ा जनादेश देगा।
अब तक का सबसे बड़ा जनादेश देगा. In other words, the biggest mandate ever will be given to the NDA, but the Prime Minister did not specifically say that Nitish Kumar will be the Chief Minister if the NDA wins. That's a matter for speculation. Now, this all comes 8 days after the RJD nominated, ladies and gentlemen, the Mafia Don Shahabuddin's son, who is also seen to be a budding Mafia Don, Osama Shahab, as their MLA candidate from Raghunathpur in the Siwan district, which raises a question. And these are the critical questions in the election. What is Tejashwi's view on fielding the son of Shahabuddin? Is this a continuance of Mafia Raj and Jungle Raj? So is Lalu's Jungle Raj going to become Tejashwi's Mafia Raj? There is more than one question that is haunting the Mahagathbandhan now. Also, what is the RJD Chief Minister's candidate's stance on corruption? It's not enough to say, I'm 35 years old. What is your view on corruption? Because 11 days ago, the Rouse Avenue Court framed very serious criminal charges against Lalu, his wife Rabri, Tejashwi and several others in the IRC2C scam case. These are charges of corruption, criminal conspiracy and cheating. Also, ladies and gentlemen, when will this infighting between the RJD and Congress end over the seat-sharing formula? How will the MGP, Mahagathbandhan, ever get to delivering on a 2 crores job promise? That is impossible. It is unsustainable. It is not feasible. And I think it is unethical and wrong to go around promising to generate 2 crore jobs when you know that the state budget, if it even is all put together, does not have the corpus to generate the kind of jobs that are being promised. But the critical issue at this point of time is that during an election, people lose any sense of realism. So let's forget realism. We live in this completely fictional world where anything and everything can be promised. The fight, however, is between Nitish and Tejashwi. Tejashwi has been declared Chief Minister phase, and in a most paradoxical and ironical turn of events, Tejashwi went on to caution Bihar against what he calls the NDA's Jungle Raj. The same RJD has also been talking about Nitish Kumar's health. In the next 20 days, ladies and gentlemen, the fate of Bihar will be locked for the next 5 years. This election is important in 2 ways. One, and the game has just begun for this. Number one, it's important because it is the election which will determine whether the NDA BJP continues the momentum it got in the last phase of state elections. Secondly, it will have a psychological impact before Assam, Bengal go to the elections, Tamil Nadu go to the elections. But most importantly, it will also determine the nature of growth, because if the NDA wins in Bihar, they will probably push in more funds or be seen to be more answerable to the people of Bihar, if that is to be the case. In that case, will the development indices of Bihar change? Ladies and gentlemen, when I speak to politicians these days, even politicians from Bihar, a sense is growing among the politicians that if they do not deliver, they will lose. And therefore, more than personality politics, this election, if it is one of accountability, will be good not just for the people of Bihar, but for everyone across the country.